Okay, today we are playing a game on Hollywood. We are playing Soldier 76 the entire way through, and the average SR of this game was 2,449. So, let's look at our team. We've got 222, but we're a little upset about it. Reason being is we don't have a Reinhardt, and when you're on defense and you don't have a Reinhardt, that tends to make things really, really difficult. Cat's leaving immediately. I mean, usually when you don't have a Reinhardt, you're really sad, but it's really hard to defend if you don't have a Reinhardt. We also have a Bastion who doesn't have a Reinhardt to sit behind, so that's going to be difficult for him. But he does have a gold border, so isn't that fancy? Ooh, that's the first time I've actually seen one. So, other than that, though, you know, it's all pretty fair standard. But we are upset we don't have a Reinhardt. So we're standing out here. Not usually a great idea, but we fall back before they actually come out the gate, so it's fine. D.Va's standing way out there. Now, if I were you, I'd be standing on the balcony right behind you. Soldier 76 likes to be standing on high ground. High ground in general, really good. Master Obi-Wan Kenobi taught us high ground is really fucking overpowered. Stand on it if possible. You tend to get pressured off of the balcony on Hollywood, unless you have a Reinhardt sitting up there with you, so you probably don't get to stay up there, but you do just, like, sit up there, because high ground is good. And if you have to get down, you can just jump off, so they're coming in. They have a Reinhardt. We don't have a Reinhardt, so things are going to be really difficult for us. D.Va's sleepy, and they're just pushing around the backhand side.
They're going around.
As indeed Zenyatta has said, they're going around. We're putting a lot of damage into Reinhardt's shield while he's still trying to get everyone across. Genji has just picked off Ana. That's really sad for us, because that means we now only have a Zenyatta around as healing. Try not to put your biotic field in that kind of position, just in the doorway right there. If you can, just like try and put it near your team so that they can also benefit from the healing, which becomes more important also once you have lost one of your healers, because now we're kind of the other healer, so it'd be better if we put the biotic field like in this kind of area so that our team can also benefit from the healing, especially the tanks, since we don't have a Reinhardt to stand behind. So Genji's dashed in, he's deflecting, he didn't really do a whole lot. Oh, but we're walking forward into the Genji when we know a bunch of people around the corner. We're low HP, and we just get picked off and die. Real sad. I mean, the true tragedy is just that we don't have a Reinhardt, which makes it really hard for us to position. But, you know, what can you do, right? So, that point's gone. Right now, you get on this elevator and you get up onto the roof, because that point, it's gone. Like, maybe you do some damage there, but you miss the elevator. Having, like, control over the rooftops on the street phase of Hollywood is really, really good. High ground in general, really, really good, but if you can just sit up on these rooftops uncontested, it makes it really hard for the enemy team to actually, like, get stuff done. So, but we're drilling into this Roadhog right now. We've gotten a lot of ult charge off of this Roadhog, and he's throwing his hook out just there, and, you know, he's very optimistic hook right there, and he doesn't hook us, and we end up killing him. Great. And we got, like, 60% charge off that dude, so that was pretty sick. A small loan of 60% ult charge. So, should be trying to chase down that Genji a little bit more, since he's, like, messing with the backline, he's, like, getting away. But Zenyatta ends up killing him. He is the master, so, you know, that's all fair and all that. Real dangerous place to be standing. We're standing over here. Again, we want to be up on, like, one of the rooftops right now, if possible. Like, there's the elevator behind us that we could go and get on to get up onto the rooftops if we didn't want to go over there. But, like, we want to be on the rooftops. But another thing, our team is, like, all over here. They're all fighting over the alleyway. So we're standing over in the street by ourselves, which is pretty scary, in general. But also that means, like, the team is fighting without us, basically. Because they're all over there. Like, the skirmish is happening. Bastion just died. There's a lot of fighting happening over there. We can't really see a lot of it. Roadhog now, he remembers what we did to him. He's coming back for round 2. Just walk right out in front of the Roadhog and get hooked. The mistake here is just, like, we know Roadhog is right here. And, like, not that far away. We, like, walk closer to the Roadhog ever so slightly and just walk out in front of him. And he's like, oh, sick, great. You just, like, walk further back, so the Roadhog can't hook you, or you, like, poke out and then immediately poke back into cover, because Roadhog's just like, damn, that was the easiest hook of my entire life right there. Don't just walk out in front of Roadhog.
What are you guys doing?
Zenyatta's a little upset. Oh, there's some really really sick arguments that happen in this game. I'm really looking forward to that part, because, there's a lot of salt in this game. So, this one's unlucky, because, like, watch this from Roadhog's perspective, right? It's Mei. Oh, Mei just turned into Soldier 76. How about that? Isn't that cool? Sometimes you walk out and you immediately get hooked, and you can't really see it coming, you know? I would not come anywhere near this doorway right now, because we just heard, like, 18 ultimates happen on the other side of that wall. I wouldn't even get that close to the doorway, because that point's fucking gone. And indeed, that point is fucking gone. We get rolled over pretty solidly right here. Mostly because we don't have a Reinhardt. Like, that's a lot of the issue we're having right now. Especially since they also have a Roadhog, so they're just having the time of their lives, like, hooking us right now and, like, bullying us around. And there's not too much we can really do about it. So, now we're just sitting all the way back here, as you do. D.Va's just used her ult for, like, basically no reason. Yeah, she killed the Mercy. That's cool and all, but, like... Right? Just, like... Whatever. So we have Tac Visor. That's cool. Tac Visor is going to be kind of hard for us to work with in this area because there's like lots of places for people to get out of line of sight of Tac Visor. And there's not like a fantastic place to use it from. You can try and use it from up here, but this balcony is actually really hard to get to in a timely fashion. So Tac Visor tends to not be so great when you're on this point of Hollywood because Tac Visor is best when you can use on high ground. If you're not on high ground, it tends to be a lot worse. So we finally have a Reinhardt. Finally we have a Reinhardt when, you know, they're like right here. But we finally have one, better late than never. So try not to put your biotic field down when you've still got the healing debuff on you. Better for you to wait for it to come off. So now we're going in with the Tac Visor. We get there, Soldier. Don't really need to go down this way. Could just sort of, so we get the Soldier, like, this is all fine. Once we kill the Soldier, we could just, like, look here, and then just, like, look down at the people below us, because we end up putting ourselves in the, like, the little box on the side over here. If the enemy team wasn't also being bullied around by the Blizzard, we put ourselves in an actually really easy place to die, because we put ourselves in this confined area right next to their team. But now they're all frozen. We shoot them all. Great. They're all dead. Everybody's dead. Fantastic. Mercy died as well, so she couldn't res anybody. Great stuff. All works out. We did use Blizzard and Tac Visor for that, though, which is gonna make it hard to fend off the next push now, because now we only have Nano Boost. You have to Helix jump to get onto these boxes, by the way. That's how the Soldier got on there. So there's the team's extending up real far. Reinhardt's gone up too far, got the healing debuff put on him, and he died. You know, what can you do, right? So now we're just trying to break Reinhardt's shield before he gets in. We've managed to pick off their Ana, but now we've lost both of our tanks, so we're going to have a real sad time in the near future. Oh no, we still have D.Va, so we've lost 2 of our tanks. So we're still going to have a sad time in the near future. This was a really funny part, right? We're going to turn it up for this one. I actually laughed at this part because I wasn't expecting it.
Alright, why do we have 3 tanks?
Because you're fucking useless.
I have Goldie Limbs, retard.
Oh my god, with the shotgun hero!
Oh, that's just the appetizer. There's more later. Alright, so let's actually look at what's happening right now. Basically, we're getting fucking cut, and there's not so much we can do about it. Genji's dashed, like, right in the middle of us. Tac Visor's also happening over there. Roadhog's also whole hogging. Reinhardt has Earth Shatter, but he was dead at the time because he overextended, so unless you were gonna kill the Genji, like, the second he jumped into everybody, wasn't much we were gonna do about that one. So now, right, we're gonna sit and we're gonna watch, like, a solid minute of our team being salty. And it's really funny.
I also somehow have silver and healing, so the healers aren't all doing very much.
There's one healer.
Hello?
Mm-hmm. Wait for it, wait.
Just ignore him.
I mean, you're the third tank. You're the third tank, so I think you're the idiot.
I don't really think you're a tank. I think you just kind of ran around behind the ball.
I mean, I was the first tank.
I think you're a little bit fucking retarded. Spit it out, buddy.
No, I think that you don't know how to play Overwatch and you choose to go third tank. So that's what I think.
Choose. You're a fucking idiot. You can't even fucking speak this language. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, you're the third tank, so I think you need to learn how to maybe go back to Bronze League or something.
Bronze League.
26 hours on Genji?
Figures.
It's not done. It's not done. There's more. Wait for it. Wait for it.
I mean, next time you switch to third tank, maybe just call it out. I don't know.
Well, we need a Reinhardt over a Roadhog, is all I'm saying.
And he did call that earlier. You sat there on your fucking Roadhog jerking yourself off doing nothing.
I mean, I've goalie limbs, so I'm obviously not doing a lot more than you are.
That doesn't mean shit. Your limbs don't really mean
That
anything.
doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean shit. I'm Reinhardt. That doesn't mean shit. I like to play third tank. That's how you sound, dude. Just be quiet and let the good players lead the way. Right?
The good players. What the fuck are you even saying?
I mean, I do have goalie limbs.
What's your hooking limit? Like, what's that right now? Like 40, 30?
I have goalie limbs, so I think that my hook's actually correct.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I love it. I love the internet. The internet's awesome. So, now, we've got a Reinhardt, so things are looking up now. So, we're coming out, running up, you know. There's a Pharah, like, behind us, and Pharah doesn't really get a whole lot done. But boy, does she camp this hotel for a really long time. And she does nothing. Like, she stays over there for like a solid minute, not achieving anything. Don't be this Pharah who's like, I'm gonna sit in the hotel, and then they're gonna come out of the movie theater, and I'm gonna kill them. No, you're gonna get like shot in the movie theater, be separated from your team, and then just like get fucked, basically. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. So, now we're playing Soldier. We're sitting over here, putting damage into the shield. We're keeping an eye on the Forest, and she is still behind us. Roadhog's just gotten hooked and died. You know, that's cool and all. We kill Pharah not long from now. Yeah, here we go. And it's like, yo, we need to deal with this Pharah. Dies like the exact second, and he's like, oh, well, thanks. So, now we've dealt with the Pharah situation, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Now we can just sit and watch over here. Roadhog's whole hogging, and we just drill damage into his skull and kill him. Great. Now we're coming up here. We're in prime position. They res our Reinhardt, that's cool. We're killing, like, their whole team. See Pharah coming, kill Pharah, great, awesome. This couldn't really go any better, honestly, right here. This is like textbook Soldier 76 play. We killed the whole hog, then we sat up on the high ground and we shot everybody else. Great. Everything went swimmingly. And now we almost have Tac Visor built up. This Reinhardt right now, he's like, why have you returned me to this hell? And, yeah. But as if that wasn't bad enough, this is a really funny game to me. I had a lot of fun watching this game. Like, just watch. Oh, there goes Reinhardt. Just disappeared behind the box. And he's like, oh, God, at least let me have the mercy. No mercy for him. No mercy for him, get it? So, then our Roadhog gets killed again. We managed to pick off their soldier. Everything's going swimmingly right now. Like, we're just killing all these people who are by themselves. Reinhardt's getting real carried away over here, so we're just gonna sit on the payload. It's all good, you know. We've taken Roadhog's gold eliminations from him right now, so we're like, suck it, Roadhog. So we want to get up on the high ground right now. That's exactly what we do want to do, because Tac Visor, best used from high ground. You can shoot over Reinhardt shields and all that stuff. Right as the elevator gets there, we give up on that idea for some reason. I guess because, like, our team is charging in right now, I would just get up on that elevator, and then when we think of it again, it's too late. Like, you do want to be on that rooftop right now so you can use Tac Visor. If you're not going to get on the roof, just, like, come out and start fighting, because you haven't really been doing much over this last few second period right here. But now Blizzard is happening, right in the middle of Hollywood. Weird that, man, weather's gone to shit, global warming. But, you know, we've shot Pharah, we killed all the people in the blizzard. Great, we didn't really have to do anything there. everything was going great. Like, we didn't have too much to talk about in round 1 because everything went absolutely terribly. And now we don't have too much to talk about in this round because everything's going swimmingly. It's a game of opposites so far. The last 2 rounds are much more interesting. Cat's back. Cat's gone now. So, now, we're going to use Tac Visor right here. This is a pretty good time to use it because the whole team just came out over here, so they all have to go across our line of sight, and we managed to kill 2 of them. Great. Awesome. And now Reinhardt's going in. We see the Mercy right there. We should be trying to focus the Mercy as soon as we see her, but she gets the res off. That sucks. Doesn't look like she gets the Pharah with it somehow. So that's good for us. And, you know, we're just putting some damage in right now, slowly advancing in. Try not to do this right here. Like, we just put some damage into Zarya's shields for, like, we're shooting Zarya right there. And Reinhardt's bubbled behind his shield. You are actually giving Zarya charge by hitting Reinhardt when the bubble's on him behind his shield. Just, like, stop, basically. It's okay to break Zarya's shield as long as you're gonna kill the person under the shield, but just right there, you just gave Zarya some charge for, like, no reason. So now we're coming around here, and that's how you play Pharah. Like, she just walks out from the high ground and, like, Barrage is right behind us. There's basically nothing you can do about that unless someone just happens to see the Pharah coming. That's how you play Pharah right there. But we've gotten rezzed, that's great. We got back up so we can shoot the Pharah. You are standing perfectly still while you're shooting up at this Pharah. Try not to do that. Like, just, you know, like, see, stand still. We stand still for like 3 seconds. Don't do that. That's like a great way to get yourself killed. But we're gonna get this Pharah because she like stuck around, out of position. Great. We got her. Our team's winning this fight over here as well. That's the situation where you just start shooting the Zarya's bubble immediately because the Zarya is not long for this world. And we're gonna push in and we're gonna win this round. Great. They rolled us, but we rolled them even better. It's kind of hard to see the timer right now, but because like this is kind of low bitrate video, but we've got a minute time on them right now. Roadhog gets oddly quiet after that initial outburst at the start, which is rather weird. Can't imagine why. Though he does still have one really funny comment later on that I thought was still really funny. This is a really funny game to me. I had a great time watching this game. So, we're all standing out here. We don't want to be standing out here. But we are going to fall back. We get, you know, a little bit of damage in. Do not type right there. Do not stand right there and type. That's a great way to die. Again, should be standing up on the balcony right now. You might not get to stay up there, but, you know, give it a try at the least. You'll get to stay up there for a little bit. So, they have a Bastion, and Bastion's gonna try for the old staircase strat, where he's gonna try and shoot us out of the staircase in a little while. Not sure why we're standing over here. We do want to just be over, like, shooting damage into the choke point still. We're kind of, like, standing at the over here, not doing that much. Drill some damage into Bastion. Bastion's dead. Great. Awesome. No cheese today. And we're putting damage into Reinhardt's shield. Unfortunately, we had to reload right as Reinhardt did that. Happens. Feels bad, man. There Reinhardt's charging in. Earthshatter gets a bunch of people over here. Reinhardt tries his best to block for them, but we still get them in the end. And now, Reinhardt feels bad, man. So, great. We've managed to fend off all of their pushes so far. Bastion walking around out in the open. We don't quite kill him. Unfortunate. We did get like 20% ult charge off of shooting him though, so that's still something. We are getting really overzealous right now. Don't want to be standing out here in general on defense. Don't want to go outside of the choke point, and we're like all outside of the choke point right now trying to chase down some extra kills, and now we're retreating back in. Great. We've almost got Tac Visor, so that's pretty good for us. Again, would rather if we were standing up on the balcony behind us, especially since we almost have Tac Visor. Genji dashes in. It takes us a little bit longer to react to the Genji. Like, we don't notice him immediately, then he starts ulting, and then we're dead. We get res though. Great. Now, we are kind of in the middle of everyone, though, and a Bastion is rezzed right here. No, he's not rezzed. He's set up right there. We're trying our best to kill the Bastion. This is not what you do in this situation. Soldier 76 doesn't like to be next to the enemy team. We've been rezzed in the enemy team. We almost have Tac Visor. what you want to do is just reposition before you actually start fighting people, because we end up getting in this, like, trying to fight in this area, and we just get murdered, basically. What you want to do is either turn around, run backwards, really scary, that's where, like, most of their team is right now. I would run up this staircase and just sit up on the balcony and start shooting down. Because high ground, best place to be standing. Enemy team is all fighting down here, so we'll just get to look down at them, drilling them in the head. We're not in the enemy team fighting, because that's where we do try to fight right now, which is not great, and we almost have Tac Visor. Tac Visor best used from high ground, as we already established. Instead, we try to kill the Bastion, really hard, really hard, really hard. Doesn't work out, we just end up getting killed. Gotta reposition. And we had like 5% to go on Tac Visor as well, which is the saddest part of all. Yeah. When you're next to the enemy, if you get rezzed right next to the enemy team, priority 1, reposition so that you're not right in the enemy team. Because Soldier is at his worst when he's right in the enemy team's face. So, but our team has managed to fend off the push, they're getting rezzed again. Right now, I'd be running up onto the balcony again because I have Tac Visor. Tac Visor, best used on high ground. And right now, they just got rezzed, they're gonna start coming in, they're gonna start fighting down here. I would Tac Visor regardless, even if I didn't go up onto the high ground, just to, like, try and kill that Genji and the Zarya. We don't, now they're all coming in, now it all feels really, really bad, and we're running away. Pretty sure we still get killed. Yeah, we still get killed. Might not have worked out still, but I think if you ran up onto the balcony and used Tac Visor, you might have been able to kill enough of them yourself to be able to fend off the push. So, but we end up dying. Everybody ends up dying, feels bad, man. Elevator's almost here. We have Tac Visor. We want to be on high ground, really. Get on the elevator. Don't get on the elevator. Cat's back. And there goes the cat. Again. He's an asshole. So Genji's using tries to make some sick plays with Dragon Blade. Gets pinned. We miss the elevator again. Oh, feels bad. High ground. So close, yet so far. We come up here, which is, yeah, it's almost as good. It's almost as good. So, Bastion just got hooked out. We're a little bit far away at this point. We start doing less damage in this kind of range. But, I mean, our team's just kind of rolling over them right now. Right now, I'd use Tac Visor just because there's 10 seconds left. There's like a Genji dancing around out here. Their tank is gone. Like, I just Tac Visor right now to make sure we get them off the cart. But good job, guys. It all goes great. It all goes great. Fantastic. So, some spirited banter has happened in the interim. The important thing is, they were like, the enemy team's like, my team turned on each other as soon as we rolled them, and then our Reinhardt's like, I flamed the fuck out of our shitty Roadhog. I don't know how you aren't winning this. True. And here comes Roadhog's last funny thing, right? Wait for it. It's coming.
You didn't flame the fuck out of anyone, retard.
You didn't flame the fuck out of anyone, retard. And then that's the last thing he says all game. It was, oh, I love this game. So, we're feeling pretty good about this. We got 4 minutes to do this. We don't have to get it anywhere. We just have to get the first point and then push it like 10 feet. So we're feeling pretty good about this overall. They do have a Symmetra, so it's a little bit scary to walk through this area. Right now, you gotta like try and help this Reinhardt with these lasers right here. Just like poke your face around the corner and Helix Rocket the nest, and you'll kill them all. And then the Reinhardt will be free from that hell that he was in. If you see Reinhardt walk forward and he just gets fucking tethered down like Gulliver's Travels, just come out and try to save the Reinhardt from that, because God, it feels bad. So our Reinhardt's going in really aggressively, and we almost get him. Oh God, he's so low, and he's got the healing debuff on him, but we can't actually kill him. We try to rocket the wall behind him, which is like a good try, but doesn't work out. Feels bad. We could be taking this opportunity to get up on the balcony right now. Balcony's really good. High ground. Really good. Overlooking the whole point. Great times. So Roadhog managed to get a fair bit of work done here. Ana's calling to retreat. Now is not really the time to retreat. There's only 2 of them left alive. They have Genji and they have Symmetra. there's not many of us, but we could get some work done right now. We should be going in. And now they've killed Anna. May has killed Symmetra. None of the things I was saying there was accurate. So now we could be up on the balcony right now. I'm just saying, high ground's pretty good. We could be up on that balcony. So we're trying to kill the Genji. Genji's really low. Oh, we don't quite kill the Genji. Feels bad, man. He's using Dragon Blade over there, and he got pinned again. Genji's gonna, uninstall the game. And now we're just trying to get this soldier. Again, if we were up on that balcony behind us, it'd be a lot easier to shoot that soldier, because that soldier's got a high ground advantage on us right now. But, that's all I'm saying. So now they have a Winston to try and get back here quicker. We turn away from the Winston. You gotta try and kill that Winston right now. Then he gets, way too far away for us to realistically chase him anymore, and that's when we give it up. Now, Genji's back again. Winston's back again. We kill him. Great. Now, we put the visor on. Let's go back a little bit, because we put the visor on and immediately die. What does that happen? Well, we have 144 HP right now. And then Lucio comes in and does some damage to us. Not a good idea to put your visor on when you're at half HP, because that happens. Also, don't want to use... This is why, the main reason visor isn't very good to use on low ground. It's really easy to kill you if you're on the low ground. And when you put the tac visor on, you suddenly draw a lot of aggro from the enemy team. So, if we were up on this balcony region, right, it would have felt a lot better. The moral of the story is the high ground is really overpowered. And then, yeah. Silver lining, we got 83% of that ultimate refunded, so that's pretty cool. However, we did lose this push, because they used their attack visor. Feels bad, man. So, Roadhog's over here, he's trying, he's using Whole Hog. He's not very long for this world, honestly. And now we just start falling back, because there's not much we can do. Don't even really want to be peeking the corner. Winston tries to come and get us, doesn't get us. We almost have Tac Visor back, we've got Tac Visor back, so that's cool. And we also have Blizzard. Honestly, that's enough. That should be enough for us to get this point, because we have two pretty strong ultimates. So, now we're going up onto the balcony. Yeah, balcony. Winston comes up here, gets frozen. Feels bad, man. Poor Winston. Jesus Christ. So, we put the visor on immediately, and, we jump off the high ground, and it feels really, really bad, man. So, couple things here. Not usually a great idea to just use Tac Visor before you actually get a look at anything, because we come up to the ledge and just immediately use it. Thing is, if you use Tac Visor while everyone is near cover or near a shield, then the Tac Visor is going to do nothing. If we just look over the corner now, we can see Mercy and Soldier were over here. Mercy immediately gets out of the way. Soldier is playing Soldier, so he can probably get out of the way. And then the other person just hides behind this wall, and we're like, I'm gonna jump down and get that person, and we die for it. We're in the perfect position right now. This is all fine. This is, where we want to be standing. But you do have to look before you use Tac Visor, because if it's just this kind of setup, you're gonna do nothing with it. When you use Tac Visor, you gotta wait for everyone to be reasonably out in the open before you can actually do anything with it, because now, just feels bad. We jump off high ground, feels bad.
Go, 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 go.
Get lasered, we die. Kill cam perspective, it's a turret. Damn. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. So, we've not got a great deal of time left. We've got a minute left. It's hard to see, I know, trust me, we have a minute left. So we're gonna have one more push here. Don't want to be here. Just, don't even go up to that man, because we almost die, and we ain't got time to be dying right now, because we've only got one push left. We do still have Blizzard, but we are going to be coming into this expecting them to have a few more ultimates than us at this point. So it's probably going to feel pretty bad. Like a lot of things in this game have felt pretty bad. So we're trying to push in this side. We're going up the staircase again. Yep, this is where we want to be going. We see Genji trying to get Genji. Don't quite get Genji. I mean, Roadhog just picked off Lucio. That's fantastic news, honestly. So they've lost one of their healers. We almost get their Mercy, but she just whips away from us. Don't know what's going on here. Don't know what May was going at here. Maybe, I don't know if she was trying to give us a higher perspective or what, but that was really weird. I was like, whoa. So, but she's using Blizzard over there right now. Should be trying to focus the Mercy right now, because Mercy, she's definitely got her ultimate. Like, we can see Mercy. Mercy's over there. Like, get him frozen by the blizzard. Shoot the Mercy. Mercy is target priority number 1. We end up killing the Genji. Mercy dies over there anyway. Roadhog's broken the teleporter, so that's is all good.
Because if we get off the payload, we lose.
Anna very astutely pointing out that if we get off the payload in overtime, we lose the game. Who knew? But yeah, we've won. Like, they're gonna take too long to reinforce, and we're just gonna push it through to the end. Because the end's right here. Great! Awesome. And we took Reinhardt Roadhog's gold medals away from him, and yeah. And that's the end of the video. We don't get to see what the play of the game was. Sad. So this was a pretty good Soldier 76 game, honestly. First round we got rolled over. Not much you can do about that. Like, the issue is we didn't have a Reinhardt, so standing, like actually defending points was really, really difficult. Not much you can do about that. Really, the only thing that stood out to me in this game was that you don't take advantage of high ground very often. Like, high ground for Soldier 76 is really, really important, especially if you have TAC Visor. I mean, it's like, you know, stand on high ground, it's hard to get to you. It's easy for you to see the enemy team, you can shoot people, it's easier to get headshots, shoot over Reinhardt barriers. If you have to get off the high ground, well, you just jump off the high ground. But if you have to get to the high ground, well, that takes a bit more time to do. So... you know, high ground. Take more advantage of high ground. Other thing, try to use your biotic field where your team can benefit from it slightly more. Because, I mean, like, a lot of Soldier players do this, where they're just like, biotic field, I'm injured, I'm gonna use it. If you can get a little bit closer to your team and just, like, put it with your team so that they can heal off of it, that's a lot better, because they heal from it as well. And just on a more base level, if you heal them with your biotic field, it gives you ult charge. So it's, you know, that's, like, the best reason to use it. If you're, like, fighting in a choke point, just, like, run up to your team, put the biotic field with your tank line, and then back up, and then just keep firing through the choke point. You know, you support your tank line a little bit better, can be the difference. Even on, like, King of the Hill. Suppose you're on, like, Sanctum on Nepal, right? Not that uncommon, you come out, and you start having that fight on the overlook opposite the point. Just, like, run up, put your biotic field on the staircase next to your team, and then suddenly that might be a lot easier for you to win that fight suddenly, right? Things like that. Try to put your biotic field where your own team can benefit from it more. That's it, honestly. Like, it was a pretty good Soldier game, honestly. Like, it was really funny. I enjoyed watching this game a lot. Not too terribly much happened, honestly, and, like, a lot of things that did happen out of our control, really. I guess you could say in round 1, you should have changed to Reinhardt because you didn't have a Reinhardt, and that was, like, a lot of the issue. It was just hard for us to stand anywhere and get control. But, like, you know, have a Reinhardt is, like, not necessarily the best advice to give someone, whatever. So, yeah, anyway, thank you for watching very much if you did. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer, and I hope you found this video helpful, even though not really that much happened, you know. Thanks anyway.